Hey YouTube, got another video review for you today. This one is from a new company by the name of TUFLUG. And there's how you spell it. And right there is their website there on the bottom. And they've sent me over 4 different products to just let you know what I think. I'll go ahead and tell you this is not a paid review, so don't think that these guys have paid me off to say what I'm going to say, because it's not true. And so, anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it and let you know what I think about the products. The first thing that I thought when I pulled these things out of the box was, dang, they're bright. They're really, really bright. So, if you're on the job site and you want to set something down, if you're crazy about your tools like I am, I try not to let them get out of my sight. But, let's say you set something down and you forget where you put it, you're definitely going to be able to spot it real easy because of the high visibility orange color. So that is very beneficial. And then on all the products here, they have this reflective strip, and it's even on the pouches as well, and it's on the handle of the tool bag. So you might not think that makes a difference, but if it's at nighttime and you're trying to search for your stuff, then it will definitely make a difference. I'm gonna turn the lights out and show you what a difference it makes. All right, guys, I'm fixing to turn a flashlight on, and you can see that that reflective strip. It really just it just picks up the slightest amount of light, and I don't know how good you can tell it from the video, but you can see that reflective strip just really helps you be able to find it really quick. So, anyways, all their products are made out of this PVC vinyl. So that's definitely something new that I haven't seen a lot of tool bags and pouches and stuff made from, but I like it. I think it's really cool. If it gets dirty, it's really easy to clean. You can wash it off, and so that is a major benefit. And for the most part, it's waterproof to an extent. Now there is an exception to that. Now if you get water in right here around where the zippers are, you're gonna get some water in through there, and right here where the zippers come to, you can see that it's not completely waterproof. But just a little small rain is not gonna, for the most part, get your tools wet that you have stored in here. And so that is definitely a good feature. And one thing I like about them is it has these little grommets right here on top of both pouches. And so if you wanted to hook them onto some pegboard, or if you wanted to take and put them on a carabiner and hook them to, let's say, a belt loop, or just hang them on something, or let's say you've got a piece of machinery and you've got a specialized tool or something that goes with that specific machinery, you could take and just hang it or tie it onto that specific piece that you would need that tool for. So that is handy. The first thing that I thought of when I pulled them out of the box was, hey, that'd be a pretty cool tool pouch to keep in your truck with just some like everyday tools that if you was to break down that you might need. It'd be a good place to keep some tire patches and some tire tools in there in case you ever had to plug a tire. A good place to put some wrenches. One guy said that he used them in his console just to keep some of the clutter down, because he had a lot of loose things rolling around, and he just used them for organizers. I was reading one of the reviews on Amazon, and the guy said that he just used them in his, basically as a way to organize his kitchen drawer. He said he's got pens and stuff in there, and batteries and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody's got just a junk drawer in their house, and so that's what he used them for. So I think it is a pretty good product for that. They look really heavy duty made. You can see that they're double stitched, so that is good quality to me anyways. I pulled on them, and they didn't seem like they would tear very easy. One thing here on the back is they've got this little loop right here. You could use it as a handle to carry the bag, or you could use it to hook on to, let's say, this tool belt. If you wanted to, you could just run the belt through this right here and pull it through. If you wanted to do that, you know, the possibilities are endless. There is another review on YouTube or Instagram where this guy took and put some of these products in an ice machine and tried to, you know, drop the temperature of them to see if the vinyl would crack or anything or get brittle, and they come out in the same shape that they went in. They survived the test, and they didn't become brittle or none of that. So, you know, they are, you know, if you're working out in the cold, you shouldn't have any problems with them. And again, you know, don't think that when I say that it's a water resistant material, when I'm just talking about the outside and not the zipper area, because again, there is a little bit of an area right there where water could get in and that material around the zipper. So anyways, I'll just open it up and let you see the inside. This is the 12-inch version, and this here is the 9-inch. And so that's pretty much it for the pouches. I'm going to jump over here, and I'm going to start on the tool belt. Now, I don't wear a tool belt every day. I have worn a tool belt, but I don't every day. I'm not a master carpenter or any of that. Not in the construction industry, but you know, I am a DIY kind of guy, and if something breaks around the house, then you know, I don't like paying somebody to fix it, because you don't never know what you're going to get these days. So I always jump in there and try to fix what I can. And so I have worn some tool belts before, and the first thing I noticed when I put this one on is it's super light. You know, some of those leather ones are a lot heavier, and you know, if you spill stuff on them, you know, they're going to get all stained up. Yeah, I know it's rare that you're going to spill something on a tool belt, but you know, if they get rained on or whatever, you know, if you've got stuff in there, it's just going to hold moisture, and it, you know, if you got nails or something in there, or tools, you know, it's going to rust. Where these here, if you got water down in them, you can easily just dump them out, and all the water will come out, and you could just take a rag or a napkin or whatever and dry them out. And so that is an advantage. The one thing that I really did dig about this tool belt is I'm a bigger guy, and you know, I've got a little bit of overhang here in the front over the tool shed. And so this belt that comes with the tool bag is, or the tool belt, is really comfortable. Where some belts are really stiff and rigid, and you know, if you're bending over all day, you know, it could rub your stomach. This one was really soft, and the way that they were able to achieve that is they made it out of like a seat belt material. It's a vinyl, and so I'll go ahead and tell you now, you will not be able to tear this belt up right in here, because it's pretty much just a seat belt. And so I gotta say, I gotta give it to them. They really did a great job on making the belt, because it's gonna last you a long time. It's fully adjustable, and you can see right here, it's pretty much like every other buckle that you're familiar with. You just hold this in right here and pull right here on the plastic part, and you can adjust it down to fit someone to a smaller waist, all the way up to a size 46-inch waist. And trust me, I know I'm a big guy, so I'm about a 44, so it fit me, and I didn't have any problems. So the belt is worth it to me for this tool bag. I think the belt's amazing. So enough on the belt. The bag itself, I like it. I think that it's built really good. Again, same as on the pouches, you can see everything's double stitched. It's got these big heavy duty rivets on everything. And so I don't think that you'll have a problem with durability. Now, I'm not going to say that if you didn't load this thing down and put way too much stuff in it like an idiot, then it's not going to tear some of the seams, and it could fail. But you know, that's true with anything. It's even true with a leather belt. So keep that in mind. Try not to overload it, and this thing should last you a really, really long time. One other thing is this bag is really soft. You know, it's a very soft tool belt, and so you know, unlike some of the other leather ones, they're not going to be as soft. And so anyways, this material is like a tear resistant material, so you shouldn't really have any problems, again, unless you just overweight the thing. So anyways, enough about the tool belt. You guys got an idea of what the thing looks like on the inside, and all the different pouches it has, and places for your pins and tools here on the front or whatever. And then it's got the place for your hammer, and as you can see, it's got some heavy rivets for the little mount right there that holds the hammer. There's 4 in it, and then there's 2 more in the center right there that hooks it on to the little loop that goes for the belt. So one other thing is it's adjustable. So sorry about the camera works. I'm trying to do this one-handed. You can see that if you needed to slide it more towards the side, you can, or you can adjust back. So anyways, I'm going to hop on over to the tool bag and let you guys take a look at it. All right, the first thing that I noticed on the tool bag was it's got one of the best padded shoulder straps that I've ever seen on a tool bag. I must have at least 10 tool bags, so I'm no stranger when it comes to tool bags. So I gotta say, the padding on this thing is one of the best I've ever had, and so I give it 2 thumbs up for the pad. As far as the belt, it is the strap, it's pretty much the same as the tool belt over here. It's made out of that like a nylon type seat belt material, and again, I don't think you'll ever have any problems out of that. One of the other things that I like about this bag is the way that the flap folds all the way over, and I'll go ahead and tell you why. Back in the summertime, I had a guy come out and work on my HVAC unit, and we were talking about tools, and he had a nice tool bag and was telling me how many hundreds of bucks he'd give for it. And I noticed he had all different types of diagnostic tools. I seen that he had a Fluke multimeter in there, and we were talking, you know, about how expensive they were, and I'd had some, and he had one in there, and you know, those things, you know, can get up there several hundred bucks. And so we're sitting there talking, and I'm just keeping him company while he's working on the unit, and it come a severe downpour, and so the guy took off running, and we got up underneath the porch and got out of the rain, and he looks back, and there's his tool bag sitting over there, and it's getting rained on. And when I say it was raining, man, it was coming down. So you know, his tools and everything that was in that bag got really wet. So if he had this bag, he wouldn't have had to worry about it, because you know, the water would have just run off that PVC and it wouldn't have even been an issue. So anyways, the strap, the flap, I give it, again, 2 thumbs up. All right, when you fold the flap back, I thought it was a little awkward when I first opened the bag, but it's just because I don't have anything in it, so it's not going to have any kind of form to it. It's going to be just a little bit, you know, just misshapen. And so once you put tools in it, then it'll straighten itself out and hold more of its shape. And I've already had tools in it. I've pulled them out for the video so you could see what it looks like without tools in it. I'll load it back up and show you what it looks like with tools in it, so just bear with me. The first thing that you'll notice here on the front of the bag is it's got plenty of Velcro. I mean, it has plenty. and probably even has more than it really needed. But it's got a big old strip across the top here on the flap, and I understand why they did that. If you don't have a whole lot of stuff in there, then you would fasten it to where it's real tight, but if you had that thing loaded down, then you could fasten it up here. And so they just did that to give you a little bit more room. I think it was probably overkill with the amount of Velcro that they put on there, but hey, you know, it's their product. Now, you can see it's got all these different pouches right here, and these are pretty big. You can fit my whole hand down in there, and it comes halfway up my arm. So that is a pretty deep pouch, and I've got a pretty big fist. So you've got one on here, one right here, and then on the inside you've got plenty of spots right here for pliers and screwdrivers and just whatever. And then you've got the same over here on this side as well. And then, you know, you've got plenty of room down here in the bottom, and I'm fixing to load this thing up and show you what it looks like. And as you can see, the joints, the way that they've got it stitched, you know, they've made pretty much just a little hinge right there out of the material, and you can see everything is stitched up nice and neat, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty durable bag. Now, you know, again, I can't keep stressing this. You know, if you load this thing down and try to put 200 or 300 pounds worth of tools in it, I don't care what tool bag you have, it ain't going to hold it for very long. You're going to start tearing, stitching, and when you start tearing stitching, you might as well forget it, because you're going to end up having a rip or whatever. But if you use this thing and weight it down with just normal amount of tools, then this bag should last you a long time. So anyways, one thing I wanted to point out is they've put this little strap here in the middle, and it's got a little strap on this side, so you know you can kind of connect them and tighten up the bag a little bit. And so anyways, that is a neat little feature that they put in there. So, you know, it keeps the bag from bulging out on the front and the back. It just kind of keeps it closed up. So I'm going to go ahead and put some tools in this thing and let you get an idea of what all, you know, it looks like, and from the front and back, and what it looks like loaded down. And you know, all right, so bear with me. All right, I'm back. I've got the tool bag loaded down. Not too heavy, but as you can see, I've got the flap closed, so it's not like overloaded or anything. So you can see that it's not like way up here, you know, you've got it rounded over with tools or anything. So I would say this would just be like a normal, maybe a little bit heavy amount of tools in it. But you can see that I've got them put in there, you know, pretty much like what anybody that would have a tool bag, I've got them stuck in there. So anyways, it is what it is. I'm going to show you just how I've got them put in here, and what all stuff I have put in here. Now you can see this this little belt that comes across, what I was talking about, how it just, you know, helps keep it from bulging. It just kind of holds its shape. But anyways, I've got quite a few screwdrivers in here, and that is one thing you got to be careful with on this material. You don't want to have a screwdriver poke through the tool bag. So, you know, just be mindful of that. But there's some screwdrivers in there. I've got like a whole set of wrenches. There's got to be at least, I believe it's like a 12-piece set of wrenches in there. So that's pretty heavy in that bag. And let's see. You can see those. Then here's a flashlight that you would probably most likely carry with you or something. And here is just a 12-volt drill. It's a compact drill, and a nice little drill bit set right here. And let's see, I've got some nut drivers, a whole set of nut drivers. All right, you can see there's the whole set of nut drivers. I just set them down and unzipped them where you could see it. And then along the sides here, I've got just some common tools that you would most likely use. You got a pair of side cutters, and some needle nose, and just some Craftsman wire strippers, some more Klein wire strippers. Let's see, some wire cutters, and these are some of my favorite. These are some cutters with the razor blade cutter on them. They're made by Craftsman. Then, you know, I've got a pair of vice grips, and then I've got another pair of channel locks. You know, just some slip joint pliers, or just some regular common everyday pliers. But you know, for the most part, this is what a lot of you guys are going to have in your bags. And so you can see, you know, I could have filled it up more, but you know, I don't want to overload it. So, you know, you've got, you know, a whole set of wrenches, a whole box of drill bits, a bunch of screwdrivers, all these hand tools, a full set of nut drivers, and, you know, a drill and a flashlight. So come on, that's quite a bit of stuff. So anyways, it is what it is. I think it's a good tool bag. And you know, this is not a paid review. Nobody forced me, paid me to say anything. This is just me talking. They sent me the product and hey, or you want to review it? So I'm like, sure, I'll do it. And so that's where we're at. So anyways, I think it's a good product. You can check out their website, and again, I'll put it in the description, like I said in the beginning of the video. And whenever you click on the product to buy it, it'll take you to Amazon. And so I ain't gonna put a price on these because this is a new product, so I don't know if they're gonna be changing their pricing or whatever. But from what I've seen, all the products are reasonably priced, and so far, and so far so good. So anyways, I think for the money, you can't really beat it. And so anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. I know I kind of drew it out. It's a long video, but hey, if there's something that you would like to see me do a video review on, please put it in the comments. If you like the product, please put it in the comments. If you hated the product, please put it in the comments. Hell, just tell me what you think. And so anyways, guys, make sure you hit the notification bell at the top, and that way when I make any future videos, it'll notify you and let you know to, hey, you need to come watch this. So anyways, guys, I appreciate it. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Check out TUFLUG. Bye.